Hi there folks, Gareth here from Retro Tech Addicts. I'm just running through some of the other things that I've picked up this week in my quest for collecting everything that is retro. First up, we have a collection of games for a system that I featured last week. I figured I'd run out and buy these because they're particularly great. We have the Need for Speed series on the PlayStation 1. This is the first one. It's obviously in its box. No real cracks or anything, fairly good condition. There's a bit of a chip off the old box there. And it has the manual, which is a little light reading if you're into languages. And then of course the CD, which is in good nick, I believe. Well, it looks a wee bit scraped, but it plays. I've tried it. It works. It's lovely. Great game, that. Next up we have, on a continuing theme, Need for Speed 2 on the PlayStation. This comes complete with manual once again, with an advert for Nuclear Strike, something that I'll be getting to later on. There's the disc as well. Got a few thumbprints on it, but looking quite good. Looks like a fun game. Not quite as good as the first one I seem to remember, but the best is yet to come. Need for Speed 3. One of my favourite racing games of all time, especially on the PlayStation. I was unbeatable at it back in the day. I look forward to getting back up to speed with it. There was a bit of a heart attack there, but then I suddenly remembered I was playing this the other day, just remembering how wonderful I was at it. Yes, what a game this is. Fantastic. Never tried the second one, Hot Pursuit 2, I think they made for PlayStation 3 maybe, and Xbox 360. I have it on Steam, but I haven't actually got around to playing it. That's a trilogy, but then they released this one, Need for Speed Road Challenge. That was second hand from a local shop, but that was an old price. I picked it up for £2. It's got a big crack across the box here and here, but that's fairly easily replaced. The box doesn't stay together too well because the structure has been compromised by those cracks. Manual, disc, looks almost new. Well, a few hair scratches on it. That nice big tear there from where they've removed a receipt. Risk it all now. Yes, fairly nice game. That's all the Need for Speeds I've got so far. I have many more coming. We also have a bunch of Game Boy Color games that I picked up for a couple of quid off eBay, and it turned out to be a better deal than I actually anticipated, because we have Ants Racing, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, a game I've never played, I've never had any interest in playing either. The Last Element, New York Race, or the Fifth Element, sorry, that was that Bruce Willis movie, wasn't it? Yeah. And then this one, which was my particular interest, it's got a rumble pack built into it, and it's Top Gear Rally. You put the battery in there, play the game, and it goes bzzz, and the whole Game Boy goes bzzz. So we'll have a go with that and see how it goes. It looks like it's actually missing a door there that holds the battery in. However, whenever I ordered these, the chap who sent them made a bit of a mistake and accidentally sent me 4 Game Gear games instead. These ones, Super Monaco Grand Prix, Columns, Castle of Illusion, particularly good game that, and World Class Leaderboard. Not a great collection of games, however, when I emailed him, he said, my mistake, these didn't sell, keep them. So, if you want any of them, let me know. But I bought these, and one of them in particular is a goodie. Robocop 3 on the Game Gear. Quite sought after. I actually have 2 copies of this now, because one came in a bundle that I haven't received yet. So Robocop 3 on the Game Gear. It's kind of rare. It was maybe one of the last games that was released on the Game Gear, 1993. But it's a difficult one to pick up. It's quite difficult to find boxed with instructions as well. An old one, Alien Syndrome. Not a great game. It's a fine game, top down, shoot 'em up. I've never played this on the Game Gear. I have it on the Master System, and it was all right, I suppose. And one that I remember thinking was dreadful. I bought it full retail at the time, but I decided to pick it up again just to relive those memories, is Roadrunner Desert Speed Trap with Wile E. Coyote. My focus isn't pulling there at all. Do it. There we go. I can't remember anything about that game. I just remember thinking, this sucks. I can't believe I paid 20 quid for it. Right, on to some of the biggies. There's one in particular here that's going to blow you away. We're going to start with one which might blow you away a little if you're into it. This is a great console for its time. This is one of the worst games that was released on it. However, it's boxed and in good condition. This is No Exit on the GX 4000, Amstrad's failed console. It's a fighting game where two characters beat the 7 bells out of each other, and you can regain your strength by by touching your toes whilst fighting. It's very boring. It's not much fun at all, but it comes with the manual and the cartridge, and it smells of smoke. Oh, or maybe that's just a stale, musty smell, because I can guarantee you the person who owned this before me probably didn't play it very much either. I think this game's probably been played by about 3 people. It's not great at all by any stretch of the imagination. Right, the biggies. We're going Atari Lynx territory here. We have one game on the Atari Lynx, Quicks. Classic game, good fun, fairly easy to pick up. This one's boxed in good condition, has the instruction manual and the game with it as well, thankfully. Warranty card, just in case anything happens. Good to have, good to have. Right, so that's Quicks. Getting on, we have a boxed, sealed copy of Battle Wheels, including this little tag, which I have come to find out that makes all the difference when you're selling it. This can be worth money. I don't know why, but it does. It makes the game more sought after and valuable. Slink wrapped. Can't play it, which is annoying because I don't have a copy of this. Might just open it on camera and have people shout at me for doing so. Battle Wheels. It's car combat. Got a funny feeling it's just maybe a version of Battle Tank or something like that, but I tried to soup it up for the Lynx. I have never played it, but it has an Atari seal of quality. That's all you need. Okay, the last one is a really, really big deal for 2 reasons. First up, it was quite difficult to get whenever it was first released, but even getting an unboxed copy of this is difficult. It's Desert Strike on the Atari Lynx. Original in box, not sealed because there's something else inside. That's the game. Ooh la la, that's what the back of the box looks like. Not many people have seen it. You're privileged. Desert Strike in a different font to the front. On the side, tacky looking Desert Strike. Inside, tacky looking Desert Strike. This is LO71 for those who are in the know. We open it up and there's a couple of things in here. Well, just try and be careful of the package there. That's a photocopy of the manual and the actual manual. Halala. Then we have 2 cartridges. We have Desert Strike plus a ROM cartridge that I believe someone has made because they weren't able to get this, so they made one. I hope. I'm gonna have a go with this and see what actually is on it. I haven't actually booted up yet. In fact, let's do it. You may notice that the camera has now moved. That's because I was very excited about this and went and got the Lynx. I got the Lynx 1 because it's the one with batteries in it. The Lynx 2 doesn't have any. So we'll open it up. Nothing inside. Let's put in this ROM cartridge. Hopefully this doesn't contain some nasty 8-bit porn. There. It's in. And it closes. Maybe it's a blank ROM cartridge then. Oh, now I see why they redesigned it. That was very difficult to get out again. So what we'll do is we'll put in Desert Strike, see how it goes. With the handy lip, and like this. Turn it on. Desert Strike by Telegames. There's a helicopter there. It's a very bright day, so I do apologise for the viewing angle here. It's not great. Okay, we're going to try this this ROM card again. Just, I'm not satisfied that there's nothing on it. Although, when you turn it on without a game in it, it doesn't give you the insert game logo, right? In and Desert Strike. Okay, so I have 2 copies of Desert Strike, one on ROM cartridge, one on actual cartridge. That's great. Well, that's my collection of goodies, with this particularly impressive one that I'll just sit in here with for the presents. There we go. And tune in next week. I've got another particularly exciting one that might have a little bit more to do with this one here than anything else here, but it's winging its way over to me. I had hoped it would be ready by today, however it's not. It hasn't arrived yet. So I'll catch you all next week. Take care now.